Good morning, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark masked diva. So I'm going to answer the $1,000,000 question the best I can. This is the question that I get asked over and over. Actually, I get asked a lot of questions over and over, but this is the one that stands out above and beyond. I get asked almost every day, why do people cheat? Okay, so this seems to be why women cheat. Women tend to cheat because they are emotionally unfulfilled. They're not feeling heard. Okay? They are saying the same things over and over and being brushed off. Alright? They don't feel heard. They don't feel listened to. Also, they do not feel like they're being provided for. A lot of women tend to cheat because they have become the family breadwinner and they resent it. Alright? So, I'm going to say that a lot of times in modern day society, sometimes the women are the breadwinners of the home and they resent it. So they will cheat with a man who makes more money because they feel their femininity is being taken away because they're making more money and they feel resentful that they are in that position in the household. So they will cheat with a man who makes more money so they can feel feminine again. So that is part of the reason women cheat. They will tell their husbands it doesn't bother them. Guys, it bothers them. So if she's making more money than you need to figure out a way to start making more money than her. You need to start bringing more income in and that sort of thing. She's just not being honest with you about it. Okay? You need to bring in more money. I have a friend who makes more money than her husband. She feels very, is this a word, effeminated? Alright, she feels like she wears the pants in the family. It makes her very depressed. Okay, she makes more than her husband. She doesn't like it. She just doesn't feel good about it. She's, I don't know if it makes her feel disrespectful towards him. She's not cheating on him, but she really resents him for it. So, and she does not watch the channel. So, in fact, this isn't even somebody I talk to anymore. So I'm just going to say I actually know somebody who's in this position, and that's what's going on. She's really angry that she brings in more money than he does. Okay, so she's not cheating on him because that goes against her faith, but that is a common reason women will cheat on men. They do not want to bring in more money than him. Okay, she feels like he's not taking care of her. Alright. Emotional alienation. Okay, so you have to take into consideration men and women are different. Okay, women, we are emotional creatures. If we feel emotionally alienated by you, alright, I understand. Men are not emotional like women are, okay? But if we feel emotionally alienated, if we feel like you don't care about our feelings, okay, I know you don't. But you don't need to make it so obvious, okay? You need to at least pretend you care about our feelings. You need to pretend you're paying attention, okay? Pretend you care. Learn to pretend you care. If you don't, you need to learn to pretend you do, okay? Because if she feels emotionally alienated by you, if you can't, look her in the eye, if you can't listen, if you can't do those kinds of things, you cannot work as a team, okay? She's going to seek comfort in another man, alright? So you need to just show basic respect. And I mean basic respect. Once you stop showing basic respect, she's going to seek comfort in another man, alright? That's a very horrible way to feel disrespected by somebody. So she's going to look for comfort in another man. He's not necessarily doing anything that great, except he's paying more attention to her because she's new to him. That was the attention you were paying when you were first dating her, okay? She just needs that new attention being paid. The thing about women is we thrive off attention. Okay, women need to be paid a certain amount of attention. If you're ignoring us and that kind of thing, you just can't do that, bruh. You can't do that. Women need to be paid a certain amount of attention, alright? So, if you are not paying us attention, I know you like it when we don't pay you attention. I know you love us more when there's less of us. We love you more when there's more of you. See, that's the difference between men and women. You like us more when there's scarcity. We like you more when you give us more attention. Isn't that crazy? See, you love us more when you see less of us. We love you more when we see more of you. So you have to keep that in mind. That's how men and women are opposites, okay? So, if we're not around, you're going to start to miss us. If you're not around, we're going to go look for another guy. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. If you stay away from us, we're not going to go after you. We're going to seek out another man. Okay, so that's how a guy gets cheated on. All right, so we're not going to chase after you because women don't chase men. That's a very masculine thing to do. Okay, so women attract. We don't chase. So what's going to happen is we're going to be alone. What happens when a woman's alone and she's attractive? Another guy's going to come up and take your place. Okay, so that's how a guy gets cheated on. That's how that works, okay? Now, how do women get cheated on? Okay. A woman's not keeping an eye on the man. And I'm not saying it's really her fault or anything like that, but the thing is, men are enabled to cheat. They do little things to test us, to see if we're going to let them cheat, okay? They go off for hours at a time with time unaccounted for, to see how long they can go without checking in with us. Let's see if we can go, besides going to work and stuff like that, but let's see if I can take a vacation without her. Let's see how long I can go and do this. Let's see if I can have a bunch of strange female friends online that she doesn't know about and just say, oh, these are just friends. And let's see how many people I can talk to and see if she turns a blind eye to it. All these people I can talk to online and she's not paying attention. Okay, you need to pay attention to what he's doing. Because the less you pay attention to what he's doing, the more he's flirting with other people. Okay, you're standing there with your man, he's checking out other women. You need to not turn a blind eye to that. Do you know how many times I've been somewhere and there's been a man standing with another woman and he's staring at me for 5 to 10 minutes straight and she's just standing there going, not even paying attention to what he's doing, and he's just staring at me like this? Do you know how many times that's happened? A lot. And she's just staring off into space, not even paying attention to what he's doing. She's allowing it to happen. Okay, that's a man who's going to cheat on her, and she's just letting it happen. She needs to keep that dog in check. Okay, so men who do things like that are men who are going to cheat because the woman is not keeping an eye. Okay, men do things like that to test the limits. And then they take it a step further. They'll be standing with a woman and flirt with another woman right in front of the woman they're with. Alright, so if the woman they're with allow him to do that, then it progresses slowly into he's cheating on a woman right under her nose because she's allowed him so much bad behavior. Okay, so because she's trying to not act jealous, she's trying to not act insecure, not act paranoid. No, he's slowly doing inappropriate things so he can just cheat on her right under her nose. Okay, and then she wonders why she gets cheated on, because he ogles other women while he's standing right next to her, because he flirts with other women while he stands next to her and calls it being friendly. You don't know how many times it's happened. Other guys are just practically asking me for my number while they're standing next to their wife, and the wife's like, just standing there being completely stupid about it. I'm like, your husband's hitting on me right in front of you. You know, Like, why are you so stupid? You know, it's like they're just dingbats, you know, and you know, you need to put your dog in check. You really do. I don't know why you know, they're not even looking at the look on his face. They're not even, it's not even like registering with them what he's doing. And it's happened so many times, and I'm just like, you're not even paying attention to what he's doing. I mean, you know, if I had a husband that did stuff like that, he wouldn't hear the end of it. You don't let that happen. You don't get with a guy and let him ogle other women and practically hit on other women and literally hit on other women right in front of you. You don't get with a guy and let him check out other women right in front of you. You keep him in check, because then it's going to progress to cheating right under your nose. And I even have guy friends who tell me that they do stuff like that so they can slowly get away with it. They even admit that they do that, okay? I'm not making this up. So it's stuff like that. I know women who, a lot of the times, they don't even know where their husbands are. Why do you think the husband keeps the relationship like that? So he can make it to where he can be with other women and the wife won't know, okay? I don't know where my husband is. He's cheating on you, hon. That's why you don't know where he is. It's not that he's trying to have all this freedom. He's playing a little mind game on you, okay? And then she'll come to me, all that time my husband was cheating on me. Yeah, that's why he didn't want you to know where he was. Hello? You know, and it's just, that's why guys do little things like that. That's why you have to keep them accountable and checking in with you. It's a form of respect. You tell them where you are too. It's a two-way street. Hey, I'm over here. I'm sorry, I'm going to be home a little late. I'm over here at the blah, blah, blah. You guys tell each other where you are. It's not because you're both being controlling. It's just because it's a form of respect. Hey, I'm over here. I don't want you to worry. I'm going to stop over here before I come home. Hey, I know I said I was going to be home at 5, but I'm going to do this and I'm going to be home at 7. Hey, I'm running a little late. I don't want you to worry. Because if you care about somebody, you kind of worry if they're going to be home late. It's not because you think they're cheating on you. It's because you care about them. You don't want them to come home late. You think something bad's going to happen to them. You know? And if the person doesn't have a history of cheating on you, you don't think they're cheating on you. But you like them to tell you where they are, so you're not worried about them. But people who want to work up to cheating on you like to slowly get to where they spend more and more and more time away from you and you don't know where they are, so they can start spending time at other people's houses, and they can start spending time at motels, and they can start going to other places on dates with other people, and they can just start doing things, you know, they really should not be doing if they're in a relationship, so, and doing things with other people. So they that's how that starts. So you really just want to pay attention what your significant other is doing. If they just start acting funny, have some intuition. You're a woman, you have intuition. They get a funny look on their face. If they get a funny look on their face, take their phone away. Look at it. Like, what are you doing? You know, if you're in a relationship, you guys should be able to look at each other's phones. If you think they're acting funny, look in their phone. You know, and if the other person doesn't like it, what are they trying to hide? My partner can look in my phone anytime he wants. I have nothing to hide. I'm not doing anything. I don't care if he looks in my phone. I mean, he doesn't want to, but I mean, if he wanted to, I don't care. You know? So, if, you know, there should really be no secrets between people, okay? And you just keep, you know, if the person's acting funny, just be like, what are you doing over there? And if they're enjoying themselves, go see what they're doing. They're probably not doing anything, but just take an interest in what they're doing. Okay, don't have your hobby and they have their hobby, and you guys never take an interest in each other's hobby. Because then what's going to happen? Their hobby is going to be other people. If you guys never take an interest in each other's hobby. Think about it. You never take an interest in each other's hobby. Like, you never do anything together. What kind of relationship is that if you never do anything together? You never watch the same TV show. You never play the same game. You never, like, go anywhere together. Well, what kind of relationship is that? You know what I mean? They're going to want to do something with other people. So you need to take an interest in what's interesting to them every once in a while. Even if it's really not necessarily interesting to you. Be like, hey, what are you doing over there? Tell me about your interest. You know, like, just take an interest in them. And, you know, and let them tell you about it. You know, because it's really interesting to them. And, you know, you should be a little interested in what's, you know, going on in their lives. Okay, because it makes them happy. So that's a way to not be alienated by somebody, okay? So you just keep an eye on somebody, all right? And because you don't want another person to take an interest in what they're doing, do you? And you're not, right? Okay, because you want to form an emotional bond with them. That's your partner, okay? You don't need other people forming emotional bonds with them. You need to, all right? So the thing about cheating, okay? Some people just don't pay attention, all right? Now, some people cheat during certain times in their life, and then they outgrow the phase that they were you know, sometimes they're immature and they're cheaters, and then they just outgrow it. Or sometimes they're with someone they don't love, so they cheat, and then they're with someone they love, so they don't cheat. And here's the thing about cheating. You don't cheat on people you love. When you cheat on someone, it's because you don't respect them and you don't love them. And a lot of people say that you can love someone and cheat on them. That's just a bunch of bullshit. You cannot love somebody and cheat on them. And I know some people go, oh, well, men can love somebody and cheat on him because they can separate love and sex. No, you cannot be in love with somebody and cheat on them. Absolutely not. And I know men and women are wired differently. I know men and women love differently. And I know men do not have the same capacity to love as women do. But you cannot love somebody and cheat on them. Because you're gonna let somebody find out that you cheated on them and love them and be okay with it. Really? Really? See, I just know. You can't get that one over on me. You cannot make me believe that for $1 million. Absolutely not. There's no way you can love somebody, really truly love somebody, and cheat on them. No way. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm an ex-drug addict, so not even when you're high. Okay, because I've been high most of my adult life, and I've still never cheated on anybody. And most of the people I've been with, I've never even loved. Real talk. I'll admit it. I haven't loved most of the people I've been with. And I've been high a lot. So, you can't use I was high as an excuse for cheating on somebody. Some people are just cheaters and they just want to cheat. Okay, so you cannot use I'm high as an excuse, and you cannot say you love somebody and still cheat on them. The fact is you're disrespecting your relationship, and you don't respect the person and you don't love them if you cheat on them, okay? And you don't really want the relationship, is what it is. Okay, there's just that part of you that does not want the relationship. And there's that part of you that doesn't respect the person. Because you're risking them finding out. You're risking breaking their heart and ruining their entire life. So, and there's a part of you that hates yourself too. So, there's just like no way you can convince me of that. You cannot love somebody and cheat on them. No way. And you can try to argue with me till you're blue in the face, but and I know men separate love from sex, and you know, I know it's just, kitty cat, and I know all that kind of stuff, but you cannot love a woman and cheat on her. Absolutely not. And that doesn't mean you love the woman you're cheating with. I believe you on that. I 100% believe you that you do not love the woman you're cheating with. That I buy. 100%. But, no, the woman you're cheating on, you don't love her. So, that's all I have to say about that. And I hope I cleared a few things up, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next content. Bye-bye.